Marcus Aurelius lived a life filled with pain, loss, illness, betrayal, exhaustion, and responsibilities far heavier than any one person should carry. Yet he wrote words that continued to comfort people 2,000 years later. Words born not from theory, but from surviving what he could not control. He believed that suffering does not destroy us. Resistance does. Fear does. The belief that life should feel different than it does. That is what breaks the spirit. Marcus Aurelius would say to you today, you cannot control the pain, but you can control the place where the pain lands. At 60 and beyond, pain becomes a familiar presence. Not only physical pain, but emotional heaviness, quiet disappointments, the ache of time passing, the grief of losing people you loved, the uncertainty of your own body, the feeling that life is slipping out of your hands faster than you can hold it. Marcus understood all of this. He wrote about it every morning of his life, and he discovered something profound. Pain is not the enemy. Hopelessness is. Fear is. The belief that you are alone is. Marcus believed that the mind has a quiet strength, deeper than any circumstance, a strength that grows when everything else falls away. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Strength, to Marcus, was not hardness. It was steadiness, a calm refusal to collapse, the ability to meet pain without turning against yourself. He would say, you cannot stop the storm, but you can stand in a place that the storm cannot reach. As you grow older, life brings you moments that feel too heavy. The long nights of worry, the mornings of stiffness, the memories that return without warning, the people who have left, the plans that did not unfold, the questions without answers. Marcus would not tell you to ignore these feelings. He would invite you to sit with them, as if sitting with an old companion, not fighting, not fleeing, just understanding. He believed that much of suffering comes from trying to push pain away. But when you stop resisting, something shifts. The pain is still there, but it no longer commands you. It no longer defines your day. It becomes one part of your life, not the whole of it. Marcus wrote, "If it hurts, let it hurt. If it passes, let it pass." Meaning, you are not broken because you feel pain. You are human, and humanity is stronger than suffering. He believed that the mind must be trained like a muscle, trained to return to calm, trained to focus on what remains, trained to hold steady. When life becomes uncertain, he taught that the present moment is the only place where peace is possible. Not yesterday, with its regrets, not tomorrow, with its fears, but now, this small, humble moment, right in front of you. He wrote, "Do not let the future trouble you. You will meet it with the same strength that you have today." At this age, you may feel that certain doors have closed, but Marcus would remind you that meaning is still within your reach, that there is always something left to care for, something left to love, something left to enjoy, something left to learn, something left to become. He believed that gratitude is not denial of pain, It is the decision to notice what pain cannot erase. The softness of a morning light, the quiet warmth of a cup of tea, the presence of someone who cares, the memory of a moment that made your heart alive, the possibility of stillness, the comfort of breath. Pain cannot touch these things, and Marcus would say, look for the joy that still remains. It is enough. He believed that no matter how much you have lost, you still hold your inner freedom. You can choose to meet each day with gentleness instead of bitterness, with courage instead of fear, with presence instead of regret. You may not control the aches of the body, but you can control the kindness you offer it. You may not control the passing of time, but you can control the way you cherish the time that remains. You may not control the actions of others, but you can control what you allow into your heart. This, Marcus believed, is the essence of peace, not the absence of pain, but the ability to hold pain without losing yourself. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way," meaning the very thing that feels like it is breaking you may be shaping you into someone deeper, softer, wiser than you have ever been. He believed that adversity is not punishment. It is refinement, a polishing of the soul into something clean, steady, and luminous. Your later years are not a time of fading. They are a time of revealing, when everything false is stripped away and everything true finally remains. Marcus would ask you to notice your strength, the strength you earned through decades of enduring what you thought you could not endure, the strength that allowed you to love, to lose, to begin again, to keep going, even when life was heavier than anyone knew. You are not weak. You are seasoned. You are shaped by storms you survived. You are softened by love you gave. You are deepened by truths you learned. And this depth is your power. Marcus believed that inner peace is the quiet confidence of knowing that no matter what happens, you will not abandon yourself. You may feel afraid, but you are not ruled by fear. You may feel uncertain, but you are not lost. You may feel pain, but you are not broken, because inside you is something steady, gentle, and unshakable, a place the world cannot damage. This is the place Marcus Aurelius wrote to. Every morning, the place where your mind rests, the place where your heart breathes, the place where peace begins. He would tell you, you have survived too much to doubt your strength now. Let the pain be part of your life, but not the center of it. Let your heart soften, not harden. Let the years behind you remind you, not of loss, but of endurance. Let the years ahead belong to gentleness, to presence, to a quieter kind of courage. You have carried so much. You can carry this too. Not alone, not fearfully, but with the calm strength that Marcus Aurelius cherished. Your story is not ending. It is deepening.